So that was a nice remembrance going through the movies, right, of our time here. Welcome to all of you to the graduation, and I want to introduce, for those of you who have not met her, the Dean of the College of Education, Belia Garcia.
Thank you, Teresa, and thank you to all. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with all of you. Well, from what I saw there, I think you all had a lot of fun, right? This was not just, instruction and hard work and homework and all that kind of stuff. This was a lot of fun also. Yeah. So I'm very, very glad to know that this has been a rewarding experience for all of you. And I wanted to officially say welcome to FIU and to our family and to the College of Education and to the English Language Institute, and I'm sure all of you have made you feel that you are part of our family. So I hope this is the start of many times that you will come back to us, and that many of you will consider even coming on a permanent basis and getting degrees, further degrees here, right? Is that something that you're considering? Yeah. Consul General is looking at me here. Not going to keep them. So welcome to all participants, faculty, and other guests. And we are really delighted to have had the opportunity to host the 35 teachers from Brazil. This is becoming a tradition for us. And this is what, our third group that we've had? Second. So we had 50 teachers before, 35 now, and many more to come. Definitely. Yeah. This is indeed something that we are very proud to do, and that we hope that this collaboration with the Brazilian government will continue and become a true tradition and a true inspiration for our university to continue providing these kinds of services and this level of partnership and collaboration with all of you. I would like to once again recognize and honor our distinguished guest today, General Consul and current Consul, of course, of Brazil in Miami, Mr. Ambassador, let me make sure that I say your name correct. Héctor Helio Vitor Ramos. Awesome. Just, I love your name. Current Consul General of Brazil in Miami, and we are indeed very, very happy to have you back on campus. Last time you came, you honor us with your presence, and we are very, very delighted to have you back and be part of this wonderful celebration today. I would also like to recognize the individuals that made this kind of a partnership truly meaningful and impressive, and of course it's the faculty that you meet on a regular basis and that you deal with daily. So I'd like to start with Dr. Teresa Lucas, Program Director and Faculty of TESOL in the College of Education. Let's give a hand. Mr. Luis Sanchez, Director of the English Language Institute. Because everybody loves them all the time. Once you've had him as a professor one time, you're just in love. My mother can testify of that, because she's had you many times. Augusta Bono, Director of the Portuguese Program. Dr. Aisha Perez Prado, TESOL Faculty. Dr. Carl Perkins, Associate Dean of TESOL Faculty. Who came back from Jacksonville. He was at a conference just to be with all of you here today. So thank you, Carl. Dr. Rita Menendez, Program Faculty also. Thank you to all the faculty for putting together such an exceptional program. And I also would like to take that opportunity to recognize individuals who are really behind the scenes and really make this program happen. Oftentimes we don't give them credit because, you know, they're the little bees doing the real work on a day-to-day basis to make sure that the logistics, that all the things get paid, that all the program, minor things, but in reality the big details happen. And such individuals as Dr. Dr. Deborah Hassan, Assistant Dean of Community Engagement, and Ms. Fabiola Hernandez, who also has had an incredible job putting this together. Okay, go ahead, your names.
And then I have some of my ELI teachers. I have Dr. Reynolds. Olga, where are you? Where's Olga? Some of the others who are on the way, I don't know why they're not here. Maybe they're lost, you know.
It's the parking situation that we have here.
Also, the graduate assistant in my office, Tiffany Rippon and Sean, but who is actually here is Danielle Ramirez. In the Everglades.
Thank you, Danielle, and thank you all. And I also would like to recognize our IT personnel who continue to do an exceptional job taking pictures and doing incredible job editing things for us. Mr. Pierre Shop and Andres Cantillo. And before I invite Ambassador Ramos to say a few words, and he was so eloquent the last time and so moving with your words and your impressive thoughts, I'd just like to say a few minor things about your very distinguished career. Ambassador Ramos has definitely done a lot in his life in the Ministry of External Relations. Representing, and he has represented his country in Italy, South Africa, the United States, Peru, and Portugal. That's an impressive level of positions. In Brazil, he was an advisor to the Ministry of External Relations and worked in leading positions at the ministry in such areas as legislative affairs, Latin American integration, the environment, development, and communications. Ambassador Ramos has received numerous honors and awards throughout his career, and it would take us a very long time for me to be able to go through all of them. So basically, we are very lucky to have him be part of our celebration and continue to build on this wonderful relationship that we have with the Consul General of Brazil in Miami. And I know you've held that position since 2011, and we hope you continue with that position for many years to come. Ambassador Ramos, please come forward. Thank you so much. Let's see.
Boa tarde. Dr. Dília Garcia. The sounds are quite similar, no? Helio and Dília. Dr. Teresa Lucas, Professor Luis Sanchez, Professor Augusta Von, Dr. Menendez, Dr. Prado, Dr. Perkins, faculty members from the English Language Institute and from the College of Education, ladies and gentlemen, meus compatriotas. Good afternoon. Está escrito aqui, good morning. Well, good morning. I'm reading your paper. It's a great satisfaction to be here for the second year in a row to participate in this beautiful ceremony. I congratulate Florida International University for this initiative and thank you for the invitation. Educators are crucial professionals in the economic and social development of a country. They are the architects of the future, responsible for endowing the new generations with the skills, principles and values needed to foster positive changes in a society. Thus, the most effective way to fulfill our aspirations of promoting social justice and wealth in Brazil is investing in our instructors, teachers and professors. In this context, the Professional Development Program, PDPI, you have just concluded is part of the effort of the Brazilian government to motivate and qualify our teachers in order for them to enhance their professional performance. As Consul General of Brazil in Miami, I have been closely following the developments of newly implemented initiatives, such as training courses, fellowships, and all the actions pertaining to the Science Without Borders program. I have been working with Florida universities in order to increase their participation in all of those programs. To this end, inside the Consulate General, an office was created dedicated exclusively to educational affairs, responsible for raising awareness about the Science Without Borders and other programs and assisting their implementation in our jurisdiction. Our goal is to offer all those existing projects a consistent and growing support from the Brazilian government, as well as to take advantage of the experience already gathered in this area as a stepping stone for bolder and more integrating initiatives. In this way, I am very pleased to be able to join you all in the celebration of your achievements here today. I would especially like to thank the faculty members from the English Language Institute and from the College of Education who have worked towards making this course possible and making sure that all of you felt welcome and valued during your stay in Miami. The Brazilian government truly appreciates the cooperation of Florida International University in this program. Your involvement is deeply important for the achievement of the goals of such a project and contributes to the improvement of English teaching in Brazil. This program certainly deepens the special relations that Brazil and FIU have been joyfully cultivating, particularly through the activities developed by the Brazilian Culture Club and by the Portuguese program under the direction of my dearest friend, Professor Augusto. However, without the personal effort of each of the Brazilian teachers who are here today, none of the work of the Brazilian government and of the Florida International University would have mattered. I congratulate you all for the dedication and interest in learning all you could from this course and fully appreciating the investment the Brazilian government has made in you. I sincerely hope you all may take back home a sense of pride for what you have accomplished, and also a sense of duty for what you may now do for your students and for your communities. Before ending my speech in English, I would like to say some words in Portuguese. Will you allow me to? But it's did it's no longer here, okay. Oh, are you speaking Portuguese right now?
Oh,
Bom,
and I'm understanding all.
everybody in Miami has to understand Portuguese. Para quem não sabe ainda, o principal parceiro internacional da Flórida é o Brasil. A relação Brasil-Flórida representa hoje 35% da relação comercial bilateral com os Estados Unidos. Ano passado, 1.700.000 brasileiros visitaram a Flórida como turistas, representando o grupo de turistas estrangeiros mais importante. E esse estado recebeu, não só no ano passado, mas nos anos anteriores. Tirando os canadenses, que não são overseas, né? Então, o Brasil hoje é o principal grupo turista chegando aqui e gastando muito. Então, a economia da Flórida gosta muito do Brasil. Vocês contribuíram para aumentar. Bom, é uma satisfação, pena que eu não encontrei vocês antes, mas é uma satisfação estar hoje aqui. parabenizá-los pelo curso, né? Vocês são todos do Nordeste, me disseram? Não? Ah, mas eu não sou carioca não, eu tenho esse sotaque. Foi a vida que me levou a ter esse sotaque. Eu sou da Bahia. Né? Soteropolitano. Mas eu sei que esse grupo, porque os últimos grupos têm se concentrado mais em professores do Nordeste, acho que por causa do clima, né? Mas o Rio de Janeiro já é mais quente que Salvador, então
A maioria do Nordeste.
os cariocas podem vir para aqui. Bom, então é uma satisfação conhecê-los e parabenizá-los pelo curso. Isso é uma iniciativa importante do governo brasileiro, que é uma iniciativa de longo prazo, que terá, sem sombra de dúvida, reflexos positivos no processo de ensino da língua estrangeira, do inglês, que é a língua universal hoje, né, nas escolas que vocês ministram cursos, né, para os seus alunos. Vocês tiveram essa oportunidade, né? Tenho certeza, pelo que eu já ouvi aqui das autoridades da FAIU, aproveitaram muito bem. O desempenho de vocês é meritório, né? E eu estou muito orgulhoso que vocês tenham composto mais um grupo de professores brasileiros e vão deixar aqui uma lembrança muito boa, não só sobre o aspecto pessoal, mas sobre o aspecto acadêmico, didático, né? Essa foi uma oportunidade que o governo deu a vocês e vocês aproveitaram muito bem e vão transferir essa sorte, né, para as pessoas que esperam vocês lá no Brasil de volta. Não só os familiares, mas os alunos, sobretudo. Nós somos um país ainda crescendo, né? É um país jovem, que tem muito o que fazer para melhorar a sua situação. Somos um país que a gente deve considerar ainda injusto, né? E socialmente precisa ser melhorado, que mais pessoas tenham as oportunidades que vocês tiveram aqui também. Então é o trabalho de vocês que vai possibilitar, como eu disse aqui no discurso, vocês são os arquitetos, né, do futuro, porque a educação é a base de tudo. Então, agradeço que vocês tenham vindo aqui e feito o melhor que vocês podiam ter feito para o bem de vocês e para o bem do Brasil e para que a FAIU sempre nos receba de braços abertos. A FAIU é uma grande instituição educacional aqui na Flórida, né, nos Estados Unidos hoje, e temos grandes amigos aqui. E é aqui, a partir daqui, que nós estamos, inclusive, desenvolvendo um núcleo de ensino do português, né, que já tem resultados muito positivos, né, que são reconhecidos não só aqui, mas sobretudo no Brasil. Inclusive a professora Augusta Bono, para quem não sabe, né, vocês talvez não saibam, mas os colegas dela sabem, ela foi, ano passado, reconhecida pela presidente Dilma Rousseff com a mais alta ordem de condecoração do Brasil. A professora Rona hoje é oficial da Ordem do Rio Branco, que é o resultado do reconhecimento do nosso país ao trabalho que ela desenvolve aqui para divulgar a língua brasileira, a língua portuguesa, né? E a civilização brasileira, né? Tá bom? Bom, eu já falei demais. Agora a gente vai ter a oportunidade de conversar um pouquinho depois. Parabéns mais uma vez.
Obrigada.
E sucesso no retorno ao Brasil. E muitas felicidades. Obrigado.
Ramos and his deputy counsel also deserve a little something, right? So it is indeed my pleasure to give you both something, a little remember.
Thank you very much for those wonderful words. And I understood when you said education is the base of everything. Right? This is, we have seen in the time that you've been here that you are true educators. And you can feel very proud, Ambassador Ramos, of the group that is representing your country here and has worked very hard and very enthusiastically and shown the quality of educators that are going to bring, are going to assure the future of Brazil, of your country. So it's been an honor for me and for all of my colleagues to work with all of you. And now you are going to get your certificate of completion of your program in English language and in English language pedagogy, and well deserved. So Aisha, who has a lot better command of the Portuguese pronunciation, will ask you all if you will come, as your name is called, come up over here, okay? And then Aisha will give you your certificate, and we would like Ambassador Ramos and Mr. Sanchez to join me to congratulate each one of you as you come up, okay?
Thank you.
And now we'll ask Mr. Sanchez to say a few words of wisdom.
Wow. What a great gathering of people. As the council said, the architecture of education, the architects. You will make a difference. Teaching, some say, is a craft. Teaching is a passion. Teaching is love. Teaching is caring. Teaching is coming to your classes when you're too tired, and yet the only thing that pushes you to get to that classroom are those who are sitting in front of your desks. That's teaching. But I want to tell you something that I was thinking about as we were taking the pictures and all that. Remember how we got here? Remember how we got here? Quero dizer umas palavras em português. Meu português. Meu galego português. Chegamos com nosso bagagem, uma mala cheia de esperança, um pouquinho de medo, morre. E partimos com medo, cheia também, mas de muitos amigos, muitas experiências, muitas diferentes formas de pensar, muitas formas de ver o mundo de outra maneira. As pessoas que tenho agora frente de mim, perto de mim, perto do meu coração, são muito diferentes daquelas those who came the first day. You're going to take back your certificates, but most of all, you're going to take our hearts with you, because we will always remember you for all that you've done and for all that you are. Remember all these wonderful people who touched your lives today. They're all here with you. And they will always be with you, no matter how many years pass. The work that they have done. Because every time that I walk into my institute, I hear the echoes of all those students. For the last 40 years, I have taught. Those are the ones that I come to school for. And I'm sure those are the ones that you go to school for. Don't forget us, because we will certainly always remember you. God bless you. And for those who do not speak Portuguese, I told them that I know that they loved our food and that Brazil will score and win the World Cup this year. I love you guys. Thank you. God bless you.
We can always count on Luis to put a smile on our faces, right? Okay, now we're going to hear from representatives of the PDPI group, Davison and Anna Cristina.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before addressing to you all, I would like to ask your permission. We are highly honored to be here as PDPI participants representing Brazil in the United States of America for 45 days. It is a great pleasure for us to stay here.
These days will be in our mind and heart forever. This opportunity was very important for the Brazilian teachers. We could realize how capable we are, and also how lucky our students are to have us as teachers. To be here is not only part of a single dream, but also part of a complex dream that came true. The engagement and the pleasure is in our occupation have to be strong. That's why we are sure education is one of the most important areas to turn people into better human beings.
This exchanging program gave us more confidence and also made us believe that it is possible to improve knowledge through outstanding experiences. Now I would like to say a few words about each of our professors.
Professor Teresa, thanks for caring and sharing. Mr. Sanchez, thanks for doing your best to make our stay here more comfortable and easier.
Professor Adrian, thanks for your dynamism in classes. Professor Aisha, thanks for doing your best in your online classes.
Professor Bill, he's not here, it's a bit, but thanks for sharing your knowledge with us and introduce your Fufugonia country. You are really special and funny. Professor Heather, thanks for improving our reading and grammar skill.
Professor Kyle, thanks for making us improve our speaking ability. Professor Laura, thanks for supporting us.
Professor Margaret, thanks for your lovely attitudes. Professor Maylin and John, thanks for helping us in the appropriate moment.
Professor Michelle, thanks for being patient while teaching. Professor Nancy, thanks for being always kind. We never forget your voice on the headphone.
Professor Olga, thanks for being kind, polite, and supportive. Professor Prado, thanks for helping with our accent and for making our classes happier when you used to sing Garota de Ipanema.
Professor Renata, thanks for being pleasant to all of us. Professor Rita, thanks for clarifying our ideas of motivation.
Thanks all of you who could make our dream come true. Thank you.
permission, I would like to say something more, about some students, some teachers. I would like to say thank you to Osanias for editing our videos. Stand up, please, everyone. Okay? And teacher Rebecca, thanks for recording our classes while we were presenting. Thank you very much. I also would like to say thank you to Adeusa. Stand up, please, Adeusa. Thanks for showing a piece of Brazilian culture to American people. When we went to Brownsville Middle School, she danced to the frevo. It was really cool, all right? Thank you, all of you. We are very great to be here. This opportunity is really outstanding. We hope to be here again, okay, as soon as possible. Yes, we'll try to be here, for other exchanging programs. I would like to give you some souvenirs from our country, all right? Valeria, please, okay, come here with our, okay, okay.
All the students, the teachers.
Okay, the teachers, okay, they have, please stand up, the teachers who have the souvenirs, all right? And so we start giving them. Thank you very much for everything.
Okay.